Travis Wayne Goodsell. Mormons who are haters, who purposely stalk me to put a thumbs down, you can relax on this video. This is not for you. I'm going to defend Joseph Smith against the evil ex-Mormons, okay? So relax, chill, breathe, alright? We'll see you in a future video, okay? You gone? You're gone, right? You're not putting a thumbs down. You're not putting a death threat, hate comment. You're gone, right? Okay. Right? Gone? Gone? Alright, ex-Mormons. Now that the Mormons are gone. I had to again remind my commenter the poor audio quality. It's because the church had ordered and paid for my assassination. They've been doing it for, wow, 15 years now. So, as you can see, they're not paying the right people. You know, if they would just come out with a documented, signed order that is specific, have Travis murdered. That's what we mean by take care of him. You know, but oh well. So, it's Wednesday. And normally, as I did the video, I don't know when, talked about it, how Wednesdays are typically the days where I would come out with an earth-shaking, church-trembling video exposing the church's crimes and corruption. For example, last week we had the LDS Church Bride Price, the LDS Mormon Church Eternal Escort Service, which apparently nobody was interested in, beyond what YouTube is suppressing in my videos on orders of the church. They're compliant. Why can't Mormons be compliant? But I also had some last minute stuff. LDS Church Psycho Tsunami Threat coming, as well as Mormon Moses parts Utah rivers for the last days. So that was like, really? Oh, okay. More confirmation that this year is it. And so then we had some over the weekend fun stuff, Mormon dual personality, debating the keystone of Mormonism. Mormonism is not the Church of Joseph Smith. And I think somewhere in there I was doing them early. I think it might be the LDS prophets will never lead the church astray. I think that was the first one that I indicated would be early for the Wednesday video. And then I have ignorant Mormons demand others accept LDS churches, big lie. And that's with Sunday Jess. You know, Mormons are great people once you peel off the evil. They're gone, right? And then Mormon cries to come 3,333 years from the Exodus. LDS Mormon keys of the first presidency. And again, I pulled that stunt of taking from another video, LDS Mormon prophets will never lead the church astray, and making it its own video, which is what got the whole Wednesday bombshell thing started. And yeah, the prophets have learned since, as they were instructed by YouTube, if you don't want Travis to get popular, don't be signed in when you look at watch his videos for your meetings on Thursday. Because that's the whole point, is that the prophets, they know me. I sued them twice. I dropped bombshells. I knew I wasn't going to win. I knew the courts were compromised with Mormons who were giving loyalty to the church. It was all so that I could have in the public record as much as I could sneak in, because they weren't going to allow my cases. They weren't going to allow me to present evidence against the church. And so I had to sneak it in. And sure enough, I caused Elder Holland's little episode. The church is not specific on what happened as to why he had to go to the hospital 2 weeks previous when I dropped the bombshell that day after his meeting, online meeting that became a YouTube video of him talking with a rabbi from Israel. Quite hilarious. So yeah, the church knows about me, Russia knows about me, they've been following me and all this because Russia has a vested interest in the church. If you don't know, a major city yet to be determined in Russia for a temple. The church is compromised with Russia, and that may explain why Nelson is getting so extreme away from Mormonism with all the changes he's doing and all the abuse that he's causing. It's just like Trump with MAGA. Literally. If you're not paying attention, if you're blinded, but you're ex-Mormon, so I'm assuming you're not MAGA, you don't believe in Q, because remember Q, the space alien satanic pedophiles? What about the church? Kolob, inverted pentagram, Boy Scouts? You're not seeing the connection? I am. And so, yeah, some big stuff coming here. And so then I did historical record of extreme weather in Mormon, Utah. And I'm surprised Mormons hate this. All it is news clips. This is supposed to be a fun memory because I do the worth watching segments. I have some of those in there. And he says, oh, I have people responding, wanting to be reminded of this weather event and so on. And so I thought, oh, okay, people will be interested in this to see all of it put together. Nope. Not when it's me who's doing it. Wow. Yeah, there's lots of hatred. And remember, I'm using both channels now because of YouTube's fooling around, censoring and silencing my videos. And so, it depends on the video which channel does better than the other in watching and liking. So, yeah, very weird. But then I did one, it says 1 day ago, but I don't know, because of the timing, it could have been, was that the one I did late at night and then was woken up early? I think it was. But I began researching LDS church history. I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something else. Can't remember. But there I go and show what's going to be the main topic of this video once I finish yammering. Is to help you understand how to do research in church history. Not just watch somebody who does a YouTube video, trashes Joseph Smith, ha ha ha, isn't that great? I'm going to go spread it around too. Because you're no different than Mormons who say, oh, the church is great. It's so true. Spread it around. It's the same concept. It's just you're doing the big lie and the church is doing a different big lie. And so I'm trying to stop that, and it's not working. YouTube's not helping, but in there I go over some brief examples to get you started so that you can then understand, oh, whoops, yeah, the church has been lying to us. There is something else going on that we need to figure out. Maybe we should listen to Travis's long videos. I'm gonna not make this so long, hopefully, because we only have 5 more videos to go over before I get into the topic. And then I did science versus Mormonism. Again, how the big lies are spread by being science deniers. When you lie about church history, you're denying science, which history utilizes science to find out the truth about history, whether it's archaeology, geology, anthropology, linguistics. Seriously? They have to use science and forensics to identify the correct history. And so as much as we know Sidney Rigdon is the major author of the Book of Mormon, we know Joseph Smith was arrested as a glass looker on the 20th of March, 1826. We have the little document. Even Wikipedia will not put it in. But we know about it. And so when you put all those pieces together, there are some contradictions. How can Joseph Smith be the bad guy when Sidney Rigdon's the author? And Sidney Rigdon sort of takes a sideline background thing. If the Book of Mormon was all about making money, why? Yeah, no, they didn't. They failed financially. So these claims that have been popularized even in memes are problems for ex-Mormons, whether you realize it or not. Even Joseph Smith as a child rapist and polygamist. Why then is Heber C. Kimball joining the church as a polygamist? If it was all done in secret by Joseph Smith, why is it Heber C. Kimball who is the one in secret? And then you realize, oh, everybody who was a part of Heber's and Brigham's group are the ones who claim Joseph did it in secret, when they were the ones doing it in secret. It's those things that are necessary to do your research on so that you don't get guilty of spreading lies. Because in spreading the lies against Joseph Smith, you're giving credibility to Brigham and his branch off as the second president of the church. He didn't follow proper process for succession. He's not the second president. He started his own religion. Because then what about Sidney Rigdon? Is he the second president of the church? Just like Brigham Young is? What about Joseph Smith III with the reorganized church, which is now the Community of Christ? Is he the second president of the church? See, who gets called the second president of the church? Do all of them get called? Because I can't find it in Wikipedia. Only Brigham is called the second president of the church. And none of them did it right. Section 107, verse 22. That's how it was supposed to have been done, and it wasn't done. And so when you lie about Joseph, you give Brigham Young power that he doesn't deserve. So that's basically the point, is I've done the church history. I've done the research. I wanted to know, if Joseph Smith is a fraud, I need to find out and confirm it. I can't find anything. I can't confirm anything. Yes, as you see, I know he didn't do anything with the Book of Mormon. As you can see, I know he had rocks in a hat, which are the Urim and Thummim. The angel didn't take them. He forgot them. He left behind. You see, this is the part that is so frustrating for me, because nobody is listening. Nobody is getting it. I can't confirm Joseph is the bad guy. I can't find anything that makes him the bad guy. I see him instead being the person to be the front man for this warning to America. Canandaigua, New York. And I see that the enemy found out, Heber C. Kimball, and they purposely infiltrated their organization to take it over and destroy it, and take their new world order to the desert of the Salt Lake Valley here. And you know, I see how they set Joseph Smith up to take the fall, trying to get him to be silent, trying to get him in trouble so that he's always in jail, so that they can run the church in his absence. You know, if you don't know what happened in 1826 of September 11th, in Canandaigua, New York, you're missing out on the big picture. So, yeah. So now I'm able to see the current events in their historical context. See, Rachel Maddow helped me out with that. And so I did the video, Joseph Smith prophesied Second Civil War before August. Because Trump said it. And then falling LDS prophets, star sign, and heaven's Lord confirmed that something will happen. And then World War III Russia versus US, paid for by LDS Church. Again, confirming something's happening this year. It's coming. I gave the warning. I've been giving the warning. And we had the Exodus. I was shocked. What do you know? Okay. So the waters have been parted. It's time to go through on dry land. All we need is the cause for an Exodus, which, if you remember your Bible story, death, destruction. So, it's coming. We know it's coming. They're making the threats to make it come. The signs in the heavens are telling us it's coming. All we're doing is waiting for that time. Because Putin says, hey, I'm going to destroy America before you come to the summit in 2 weeks from today. Isn't that great? America's going to be destroyed in 2 weeks because Biden's a wuss. So that's why it's necessary to do your church history accurately, so you don't blame the wrong people and spread the lies. That your blame is on the right people who are, to this day, causing further problems that were warned about from the beginning in the Book of Mormon as well.